Hello, I'm IBX Toycat, and today I'm going to be talking about mods and how they would work for Minecraft Xbox and Minecraft PlayStation. This is a really hot issue that a lot of people start talking about, especially since I recently posted my modded map showcase, where you can see loads of modded blocks, modded mobs, etc. And people see that and then question, okay, so if they're already in the game, they already exist, and you can technically already download them for the 360, when will anyone on any Xbox, any PlayStation be able to do it? And that's the question I want to kind of talk about today, what 4J Studios have said about mod support so far, and what I personally imagine will happen with mods, because, you know, it's been a while, a lot of questions get raised, and so many people ask, so please do like the video if you like me talking about this sort of stuff. It would be very much appreciated, and it helps out the channel a lot. So with that said, let's get straight into what 4J Studios have said so far. So, first of all, before the game came out, they were very, very supportive of mods. In an interview of Digital Foundry, they mentioned how, yeah, mods were a very strong part of PC, and they wanted to replicate that on console at some point after the game's launch. However, after they launched the game, they realized there was a lot of hurdles before you could do that. It breaks both Microsoft and then later Sony's, like, terms of guidance if you mod your console. So you can't mod your own console, and they can't encourage you to mod your own console. So yeah, that's kind of a thing that's ruled off the table. But they then mentioned afterwards that what would actually be happening instead is they would be developing some form of mods at some point, and that's how they do things. So they develop texture packs, they develop mashup packs, and skin packs, so you can kind of get all that stuff going. But as far as actual mods that people expect, so when people think mods, they think, I don't know, let's say Lucky Block, or they think Pixelmon, or they think TechKit. That sort of stuff hasn't officially hit yet, and therefore it's a really hot button issue. So lots of people ask 4J, lots of people ask Mojang, and every now and then, the question gets answered. So for instance, just 5 or 6 months ago now, in an interview of Mojang's chief word officer, yes, that's his real title, in an interview of him, basically they actually were speaking about mods potentially, and he mentioned how mods were already on the 360, how you could warp into mini games to some extent, but how they wanted to kind of expand that and make it a real thing. Then he was questioned about Hunger Games, and by name he mentioned how they would love to put Hunger Games in the 360 and the One, and that's a plan for some point. So this really got my mod brain thinking, because instead of just being like, oh, it's going to be a full-scale mod that you can turn on and off and stuff, it's going to be lots of different stuff to do lots of different things potentially, like game modes for instance, because having a Hunger Games game mode as a mod could be a really cool idea, because instead of right now, if you want to play Hunger Games, you have to build the map, you have to do all that sort of stuff. If it was a mod option, you could make it so everyone has their life. When they die, they can't attack anymore, but they can spectate, for instance. You can do lots of cool stuff like that, like timers where you can't attack, grace periods. You can do all that sort of stuff within the game rather than just having to trust people. And although, that's a really interesting idea, I think just Hunger Games by itself is just, kind of the launching pad for the rest of this mods idea. And what really made me think even more than that was, like, if they have mods but of different calibers and types, for instance. So let's say that as well as having this Hunger Games game mode, they could have an entirely unrelated mod, and I've actually seen this image from someone who I can't find who did it, but it's a really cool image showing how optional content packs could be added to the game. So here's the image. As you can see, as well as texture packs, there's actually optional content packs you can add as well. And let's say, as you can see there's a gun picture and an IF Ender picture. But let's say, as well as the Hunger Games picture, which we'll just say is the IF Ender picture for, the argument's purpose, you could select that as well as, for instance, maybe you want the guns on there. So that replaces all the bows with separate types of guns, like an AK, like an M4 for an enchanted bow of power or something. And you could do that sort of thing to have loads of separate, entirely different mod packs for different types of people. So you could do something like, a Hunger Games mode, which is a lot of people's, like, dream for the consoles. You could have, the gun optional game mode mod, which makes everything, just feel kind of cool if you want to play, that kind of modern military thing. You could also have stuff, though, like, mob packs, as in MOB packs. So stuff like, have bears, have unicorns, you can fly around. Just have loads of wacky stuff, and because it's all optional, and you can make it so anyone who joins the game has to have it, then you make it incredibly fair, because if you don't want to deal with that stuff, you don't want optional content packs, you turn them off, you don't join worlds with them in, and then it's just playing Minecraft again. But if you do want to have this wacky stuff, you pay, the 99 cents, the $1.99, whatever it is, you pay the money, and then you can do this sort of stuff. Admittedly, they would have to charge because they're developing this stuff, which I'm not such a big fan of, but if you could do that, then you could, play, for instance, Hunger Games with guns, with more mobs, have them all combined, something like that, and just have loads of optional stuff that really makes the console exclusive, because although there is lots more mods on PC, let's say there's 3 mods on console, after the first 6 months they do it, although there'd be more mods on PC, if you know that they're going to be more polished and you pay for them, then it'd be a really cool system, because every mod would be an amazing mod in some separate way. You know, for instance, have like an entire story mode in one of them. You can do loads of wacky, crazy things. The mashup packs are just the start of what they could do with a mod, and I'm kind of excited for the idea. So this is how I think they'll do mods if they do it in Minecraft for Xbox and Minecraft for PlayStation. It's gotta be one of their next plans, because you can slowly see they're working through the stuff they need to do. First they did skin packs, then they did texture packs, then they worked on mashup packs. Hopefully mods is going to be the next big thing they do, you know, in between updates and stuff. That's what I'm hoping for. Hopefully you are too. Please do like the video if you did like it. Share it if you really liked it. You know, share it with 4J if you really want, and maybe convince them to do it. It won't work that way, but it's nice to believe. And subscribe if you're new around here. I do all sorts of stuff just like this one every single day on my channel for Minecraft console. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.